my revenue increased by 40%. I was able to leave a job and go full-time in my business.
I can work 20 hours a week if I wanted to, and I get to spend the rest of that time working on passion projects.
I left the agency where I worked, which had been my ultimate goal. I thought it would happen years down the line.
It's allowed me to be fully present where I'm at. I am not a slave to my company.
Before I started working with Renee, I had a goal and a dream, and I had no idea how to make it work. I only had 2 clients. I was just afraid that I wasn't going to get it off the ground.
I was working 60, 70, 80 hours a week, and I knew I needed help.
I really didn't have a grip on what I was doing day to day, what my goals were, not knowing how to balance the life and then the new yoga business together.
I did not have time for self-care. I did not have time to think about how I was going to find help with my business that I drastically needed.
I really wanted to start just really small at first, side business. Even that felt really overwhelming to me. Like I could see the big picture, but I was like, I don't know how I'm going to get from here to there.
I was a slave to my business. I felt like I was just crumbling. I felt burnt out. The things that would happen with my kids that I started my business to be able to be more present for, I was sacrificing. What I was really looking for was the number one word that we kept going back to with me. It was freedom.
Renee absolutely delivered in helping me to learn how to time block so it didn't feel so big, looming, and overwhelming. Just helped me to gain some clarity on what I'm doing every day.
It's allowed me to be fully present where I'm at. So whether that's here at the office, I'm not thinking about what I have to do at home. When I'm with my kids, I'm able to truly be present because everything is allocated.
Almost immediately, there was this clarity to my schedule. I can work 20 hours a week if I wanted to, and I get to spend the rest of that time working on passion projects and parts of the business that I find rewarding and fun.
I was able to leave a job and go full-time in my business, so I get to set my own schedule. I have sales and networking know-how now, so I can go out and get my own clients. My revenue increased by 40%.
I wanted to have a couple coaching clients. I wanted to launch my business. And so I did that. Then this 2022, I left the agency where I worked, which had been my ultimate goal. I thought it would happen years down the line.
I can block in the field trips and tell my clients that, I'm not available. I am not a slave to my company. Freedom has been such a gift to me.
Go work with Renee. She has this kind of lightness, this levity, how warm she is, how she prioritizes self-care above everything else.
She is very empathetic and intuitive.
She challenged me to get out of my comfort zone, but was also really flexible in terms of how I might show up any given session and what I might be needing.
Everything was completely organized, which is always very helpful when you're, in the busy brain.
She was very friendly, personable. She's always smiling. I needed that a lot in my life.
For anyone who may be a potential student of Renee's, you will see a return on your investment, both financially and emotionally.
Your life will be richer. You'll have more control over your time. You'll have more awareness and more connection into your heart of what your goals are.
Thank you, Renee, for giving me the tools to have freedom, self-care. It's only up from here.